She cheated, so I hooked up with all her friends. My girlfriend cheated, so I slept with all of her friends. Years later, I still can be DGTMTT forget how I got my revenge on my cheating girlfriend back in college. It was a turning point for me, and even though I am not proud of it, the satisfaction was undeniable. My story is NVJTMT, something I share often because it VJTM's long and makes me look bad. But I want to be honest, so here of DJTM's my first post about it. A bit of backstory. At the time, I was playing Division I basketball and traveling a lot. My life revolved around the sport, and I was battling a growing substance and alcohol habit. I got sober years later, but during this story, I was on a dark path. Despite my upbringing, which was tough, I was generally a good kid, kind to others, and usually took the high road. When it came to relationships, I never thought IVDTMD be cheated on. I thought highly of myself and was convinced my choice in women was impeccable. I was in my junior year at university, single for about a year after a 3-year high school relationship ended. I met a girl at school, let VDJTM call her Emma. She was on the track team, and I often saw her around the athletic facilities. At a party, we exchanged numbers, and our flirting began. Emma was on a break from her boyfriend, a football player, and eventually left him to date me. This should have been a red flag, but I was young and arrogant. Fast forward 8 months, and Emma was practically living with me in my apartment near campus. I traveled a lot for games, but we were deeply in love, or so I thought. One weekend, I planned back-to-back parties for my teammate's birthday and mine. We got drunk on Friday night and had unprotected sex. Emma kept a period tracking app on her phone, and when she fell asleep, I drunkenly decided to mark it for her. That VJ Lord TMs, when I found the calendar filled with black markers, indicating unprotected sex with other guys. I sobered up quickly, opening each marker to see names of guys Chev DJ TMD been with while I was out of town. I felt sick. There were 4 guys Chev D TMDD been with during our relationship, including her ex. I couldn't VDTMT believe it. The more I looked, the more it hurt. My loyalty felt wasted, and I regretted all the times IVGATMD been faithful when I could have cheated. I went for a long walk, trying to process everything. My sadness turned to anger. I wanted revenge, but I wasn't sure how yet. My roommate and best friend Alex called and asked where I was. I told him what happened, and he kicked Emma out of our apartment. It was my birthday, and Alex was determined to help me forget her. We went out and partied hard. I drowned my sorrows in alcohol and drugs, feeling numb. I told my friends that Emma and I were done, but didn't VDJ Temp tell them why. I tried to act cool, but inside I was seething. The next day, I decided to get revenge by hooking up with her friends. Emma had a lot more friends on the track team than I had on the basketball team, so I had plenty of options. I started with one of her teammates, a girl named Jenna who had a boyfriend. We flirted on social media, and within a week, she was in my bed. I continued this with other teammates, especially targeting those with boyfriends. I felt powerful, exposing cheaters and hurting Emma indirectly. I collected trophies from each girl, like bras and panties, and stashed them away. I made sure to collect items Emma would recognize. I wanted her to see them and know what IVDJJTMD done. After a couple of months, one of the boyfriends found out, and drama ensued. The track team fell apart, and even their coach got involved. Emma of VJTM's popularity plummeted, and she became a laughingstock. I felt triumphant. I posted photos with different girls on social media, rubbing it in Emma VJTM's face. I was bitter and consumed by revenge, but outwardly I played it cool. Emma eventually took a medical leave from school due to depression. She lost weight and looked unhealthy. The more she suffered, the better I felt. I was addicted to the feeling of power and control. One night, Emma showed up at my apartment, desperate to talk. She wanted to get her stuff back. I agreed to drop it off at her parents' VDJTM house. I took all the items IVDTMD collected from the girls and mixed them with Emma JRTMS belongings, then left the bags on her porch. When Emma found out, she called me, sobbing uncontrollably. I coldly told her it was a metaphor for what Chevy DDTMD done to our relationship. Months went by, and Emma returned to school. I pretended to want to rekindle things, but it was just another chance to hurt her. We dated for a month, during which I controlled her every move. Eventually, she found out I was sleeping with other girls, and we had a nasty breakup. I felt victorious again, but the satisfaction was fleeting. Years later, I moved to Central America, trying to escape my past. I fell deeper into substance abuse and illegal activities. My life spiraled out of control until I ended up in the hospital, nearly dead. It was a wake-up call. I got sober, found a new purpose, and eventually met a wonderful woman who became my wife. Looking back, I realize how much I hurt myself through my actions. Revenge didn't heal me. It just distracted me from my pain. I learned that true healing comes from within. Now I'm living a good life, free from the bitterness that once consumed me. Today, IVDJTMBM, sober and happily married. IVJTMD rebuilt my life and found happiness. Writing this story has been cathartic, a reminder of how far IVJTMVV come. I hope anyone reading this who VJTM's been hurt by infidelity can learn from my mistakes. Revenge might feel satisfying in the moment, but it won't JTMT heal your heart. Focus on yourself, find your own peace, and move forward. That VJTMT is the best revenge of all. As I sat reflecting on my actions, I couldn't VJTM it help but think about the aftermath of my revenge. The fallout was massive. Emma's social circle was in shambles, and many of her friends turned against her. The athletic department had to step in to manage the drama. And Emma of DJTM's reputation was in tatters. I heard through mutual friends that she was struggling to cope, and while a part of me felt satisfaction, another part of me felt guilty. Emma was NVJTMA, the only one affected. The girls I hooked up with, many of whom had boyfriends, also faced their own consequences. Relationships were ruined, and trust was broken. I had become a catalyst for chaos, and looking back, I realized how destructive my actions were. At the time, I justified it by telling myself they deserved it, but in truth, I was just spreading my pain to others. When I decided to move to Central America, it was partly to escape the mess I had created. I thought a change of scenery would help me forget, but instead I fell deeper into substance abuse. The lifestyle I adopted was unsustainable, and I was on a fast track to self-destruction. It took nearly dying in a hospital to make me realize I needed to change. Getting sober was the hardest thing I ever did. It meant confronting all the pain I had been running from. But it was also the most rewarding. I joined a support group and started rebuilding my life from the ground up. I found a job as a personal trainer, and the gym became my sanctuary. I started to see a future for myself again. I met my now wife, Laura, at a community event. She was also in recovery, and we connected over our shared experiences. Our relationship was built on honesty and mutual support. We both knew what it was like to hit rock bottom and climb back up. Together, we created a life that was healthy and fulfilling. Laura and I got married in a small ceremony surrounded by close friends. It was a far cry from the chaos of my past, and I couldn't have been happier. For the first time in a long time, I felt at peace. I realized that true happiness comes from within, and that I didn't need revenge to feel whole. As part of my recovery, I made amends to those I had wronged. Reaching out to Emma was one of the hardest steps. I wasn't sure how she would react, but I knew it was necessary for my healing. When I finally spoke to her, she was understandably angry at first, but as we talked, she began to understand the pain I was in at the time. We both apologized, and it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Making amends didn't erase the past, but it allowed me to move forward without the burden of guilt. Emma and I will never be friends, but we both found our own paths to happiness. It was a reminder that people can change and that forgiveness is possible. With Laura by my side, I focused on building a future. We bought a house and started planning for a family. I continued to grow my personal training business and eventually opened my own gym. It became a place where others could find strength and support, just as I had. Looking back, I see how far IVJTMV come. The anger and bitterness that once consumed me have been replaced by gratitude and hope. IVJTMV learned that life is about growth and that the best revenge is living well. Every day, I strive to be the best version of myself, not just for me, but for Laura and our future family. Change wasn't VJTM easy, but it was necessary. I had to let go of my old habits and embrace a new way of living. This meant surrounding myself with positive influences and cutting ties with those who pulled me back into negativity. It was a challenging process, but each step brought me closer to the life I wanted. I started volunteering at a local community center, helping others who were struggling with addiction. Sharing my story and seeing others overcome their struggles was incredibly rewarding. It reminded me that we all have the power to change, no matter how far we VJTM have fallen. Through my journey, IVJTM learned many valuable lessons. IVJTMD learned that holding on to anger only hurts yourself, and that forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing. IVJTMV learned that true strength comes from facing your demons head-on, and that ITVJTM is okay to ask for help. Most importantly, IVJTMDDV learned that happiness is in VJTM something you find in others, but something you cultivate within yourself. Laura and I have built a life based on these principles, and ITDJTTs brought us closer than ever. We support each other through the tough times and celebrate the good times, always remembering how far we've DJJMV'd come. Today, I look at life through a different lens. I no longer see myself as a victim, but as a survivor. My past experiences have shaped me, but they don't define me. IVJTM have taken control of my life and my destiny, and it feels empowering. I continue to set new goals for myself, both personally and professionally. Each milestone I reach is a testament to the strength and resilience IVJTMDV developed over the years. IVJTMDM proud of who IVJTMVV become and excited for the future. Giving back has become a core part of my life. Whether ITVJTMs through my gym, volunteering, or simply being there for friends and family, I strive to make a positive impact. ITVJTM as a way to honor the journey IVJTM or you've been on, and to help others find their own paths to recovery. Seeing others succeed and find happiness is incredibly fulfilling. It reminds me that we VJTM are all in this together, and that we can all make a difference. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, can ripple out and create positive change. My journey is far from over. There will always be challenges and setbacks, but IVJTM are ready to face them head-on. With Laura by my side and a strong support network, I know I can overcome anything. IVJTM am committed to living a life of integrity, compassion, and growth. To anyone reading this who VJTM's been through similar struggles, know that you VJTM are not alone. Their VJTM's always hope, and their VJTM's always a way forward. Focus on healing yourself, surround yourself with positive influences, and never give up. The best revenge is living a good life, and ITVJTM's never too late to start. Thank you for reading my story. I hope it can inspire others to find their own paths to healing and happiness. Life, as always, continues to throw curveballs, but now, with a clear mind and a strong support system, I'm better equipped to handle them. Laura and I faced new challenges, like starting a family and balancing our careers. We wanted to ensure our future children would grow up in a loving, stable environment, far from the chaos and toxicity that once defined my life. Starting a family was a big step. Laura and I were excited, but also nervous about the responsibility. We attended parenting classes and read books to prepare ourselves. It was during this time that I truly understood the importance of having a solid foundation and a healthy mindset. I wanted to be the best father I could be, providing my children with a safe and loving home. The day we found out Laura was pregnant was one of the happiest moments of my life. We were ecstatic, and I vowed to be there for every moment, supporting her through the pregnancy. As the months passed, we prepared our home for the arrival of our baby. We painted the nursery, bought all the necessary supplies, and attended prenatal appointments together. When our son, Jack, was born, It was a life-changing experience. Holding him for the first time, I felt an overwhelming sense of love and responsibility. I wanted to protect him from the world and provide him with everything he needed to thrive. Parenthood brought a new sense of purpose to my life. Balancing work and family life was challenging, but Laura and I made it a priority to support each other. We adjusted our schedules to ensure one of us was always available for Jack. My gym business continued to grow, and Laura found fulfillment in her career as well. We made sure to communicate openly and support each other through the stresses of daily life. One of the biggest lessons I learned was the importance of being present. I made a conscious effort to be there for the small moments VDJJ playing with Jack, reading him bedtime stories, and attending his milestones. These moments were precious, and I didn't want to miss them. Our lives continued to flourish, and we felt a strong desire to give back to the community. We started various programs at my gym, offering free fitness classes and support groups for people in recovery. We wanted to create a safe space where others could find the same support and encouragement that had helped us. Our efforts paid off, and the gym became more than just a place to work out VDJ. It became a community hub. We hosted events, workshops, and fundraisers, bringing people together and fostering a sense of belonging. It was incredibly rewarding to see the positive impact we were making in people VDJTM's lives. Laura and I also decided to continue our education. We enrolled in courses related to fitness, nutrition, and mental health to better serve our community. The more we learned, the more we could share with others. It was a journey of growth and self-improvement that never really ended. We became advocates for mental health awareness and substance abuse prevention, sharing our stories to inspire and educate others. It was important for us to break the stigma surrounding these issues and provide support for those in need. Through our journey, I gained a new perspective on relationships. I realized the importance of trust, communication, and mutual respect. Laura and I worked hard to maintain a healthy and loving relationship, always putting each other and our family first. We attended couples VJTM therapy as a proactive measure, ensuring we addressed any issues before they became major problems. Our relationship was NVDGTM perfect, but we faced challenges together and came out stronger. We learned to appreciate each other VJTM's strengths and support each other DJTM's weaknesses. It was a partnership built on love and trust, and it was the foundation of our happy family. Reflecting on my past, I saw how far I had come. The anger and bitterness that once consumed me had been replaced by gratitude and peace. I no longer blamed others for my problems, but took responsibility for my actions and their consequences. It was a liberating feeling, knowing that I had the power to shape my own destiny. I occasionally thought about Emma and the others from my past. I hoped they had found their own paths to happiness and healing. Holding on to resentment would only hold me back, so I chose to let go and focus on my own journey. One of the most important lessons I learned was the power of forgiveness. Forgiving others and myself was crucial for my healing process. It didn't mean forgetting the past, but it meant releasing the hold it had on me. Forgiveness allowed me to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. I reached out to those I had wronged and made amends where possible. It wasn't always easy, and not everyone was receptive, but it was an essential step for my growth. I learned that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to free yourself from the chains of anger and resentment. As the years passed, Laura and I celebrated many milestones together. From Jack VJJTM's first steps to our wedding anniversaries, each moment was a testament to our resilience and love. We made it a tradition to celebrate these milestones with gratitude and joy, always reflecting on how far we had come. Our family continued to grow, and we welcomed another child, a daughter named Lily. Parenthood was an incredible journey, and we cherished every moment. Watching our children grow and thrive was the greatest reward, a reminder of the life we had built together. Throughout my journey, I learned the importance of self-care. Taking care of my physical, mental, and emotional health was crucial for my overall well-being. I made time for activities that brought me joy, whether it was working out, spending time with family, or simply relaxing. Self-care was NVJTM, just about me VJ. It was also about being the best version of myself for my family and community. By taking care of myself, I could better take care of others. It was a lesson I carried with me every day. Looking ahead, I see a bright future filled with possibilities. Laura and I continue to grow together, supporting each other in our personal and professional endeavors. Our children bring us endless joy, and we are excited to see what the future holds for them. I remain committed to my recovery, knowing that it is a lifelong journey. Each day is a new opportunity to live my best life, to be a positive influence, and to continue building the life I always dreamed of. Sharing my story has been a powerful experience. It has allowed me to reflect on my journey, learn from my mistakes, and celebrate my successes. By being open and honest, I hope to inspire others to find their own paths to healing and happiness. Life is full of ups and downs, but with the right mindset and support, anything is possible. I'm grateful for every experience, good and bad, that has shaped me into the person I am today. To anyone reading this who has faced similar struggles, know that there is hope. No matter how dark things may seem, there is always a way forward. Focus on healing yourself, surround yourself with positive influences, and never give up. The best revenge is living a good life, and ITVGR Tims, never too late to start. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. I hope it can serve as a source of inspiration and encouragement. Remember, we all have the power to change, to heal, and to create a brighter future. Change is constant, and learning to embrace it has been one of the most valuable lessons. Life rarely goes as planned, but that doesn't VJTMT mean it can VJTM be wonderful. Adaptability and resilience are crucial for navigating the twists and turns that come our way. Laura and I have faced many unexpected challenges, but each one has brought us closer and made us stronger. We've DJTMV learned to view obstacles as opportunities for growth and to support each other through every trial. Giving back continues to be a cornerstone of our lives. Whether ITV DJTMs through community service, mentoring, or simply lending a helping hand, we find immense joy in making a positive impact. ITVJTMs a way to honor our journey and to help others find their own paths to recovery and happiness. Our community initiatives have grown, and we've seen firsthand the difference we can make. ITVJTMs incredibly rewarding to see others thrive and to know that we've DJTMV played a part in their success. As we continue to build our lives, we think about the legacy we want to leave for our children and our community. We want to be remembered not just for our successes, but for our kindness, our resilience, and our commitment to helping others. Jack and Lily are growing up in a loving, supportive environment, and we hope to instill in them the values that have guided us. We want them to know that they can overcome any challenge, that they are loved unconditionally, and that they have the power to make a positive difference in the world. Looking back on my journey, I feel a profound sense of gratitude. Every experience, no matter how painful, has taught me something valuable. IVDJJTMV learned the importance of self-reflection, forgiveness, and personal growth. IVDJJTMDM grateful for the people who have supported me along the way, for the lessons IVDTMV learned, and for the opportunity to share my story. ITVDJTM's been a long road, but I wouldn't TMT change a thing. Every step has led me to where I am today. The journey continues, and IVDJTM excited for what the future holds. With Laura by my side, a loving family, and a supportive community, I feel ready to face any challenge. Life is full of possibilities, and IVDJTM eager to explore them. I remain committed to my recovery, my family, and my community. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, to learn, and to make a positive impact. The best is yet to come, and IVDJTM ready to embrace it with open arms. The journey continues, and IVJTM excited for what the future holds. With Laura by my side, a loving family, and a supportive community, I feel ready to face any challenge. Life is full of possibilities, and IVDJTM eager to explore them. I remain committed to my recovery, my family, and my community. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, to learn, and to make a positive impact. The best is yet to come, and IVDJTM am ready to embrace it with open arms. With a solid foundation in place, Laura and I started to explore new adventures. We took up hobbies we had always wanted to try but never had the time for. We enrolled in a cooking class together, which became a fun way to spend time and learn new skills. It was a small thing, but it brought us closer and added a bit of spice to our routine. We also planned more family trips. Whether it was a weekend camping trip or a visit to a nearby city, these little adventures created lasting memories. Jack and Lily loved the excitement of exploring new places, and we cherished these moments as a family. Our relationship continued to evolve. Laura and I made it a point to have regular date nights, just the two of us. It was easy to get caught up in the daily grind, but these date nights reminded us of why we fell in love. We talked about our dreams, our fears, and everything in between. Communication was key to keeping our bond strong. We also supported each other via DJTM's individual growth. Laura took up painting, a passion she had since childhood but never pursued. I cheered her on, proud of her dedication and talent. In turn, she encouraged me to continue my education and pursue a certification in fitness coaching. We were each other VDATM's biggest fans. Our involvement in the community grew deeper. We started a scholarship fund at the gym to help underprivileged kids participate in fitness programs. It was a way to give back and ensure that everyone had the opportunity to benefit from a healthy lifestyle. We also began organizing community events, like charity runs and health fairs. These events brought people together and fostered a sense of unity. It was fulfilling to see our efforts make a tangible difference in people of GLRTM's lives. Life was in VGATMT without its challenges. As Jack and Lily grew older, we faced the typical parenting hurdles, VJ school issues, peer pressure, and the endless stream of questions about life. We navigated these challenges as a team, always making sure to present a united front. We also faced personal challenges. I had moments where old habits and thoughts tried to creep back in, but with the support of Laura and my recovery community, I stayed on track. Laura faced her own struggles at work, but we tackled them together, providing a safe space for each other to vent and find solutions. We made sure to celebrate our successes, big and small. When Jack got straight AVJTMs, we threw a small party. When Lily learned to ride her bike, we celebrated with ice cream. These moments of joy reminded us of how far we had come and kept us motivated. Our professional successes were also celebrated. The Gym VDJTM's membership grew, and Laura received a promotion at work. We took time to acknowledge these achievements and express our gratitude for each other, VJTM support. Our journey led us to explore spirituality more deeply. We started attending a local church, finding comfort and community there. The church became another pillar of support, offering guidance and a sense of belonging. We also practiced mindfulness and meditation, which helped us stay grounded. These practices became a part of our daily routine, bringing peace and clarity to our lives. As the years went by, we continued to build a life filled with love, purpose, and joy. Jack and Lily grew into amazing individuals, embodying the values we worked hard to instill in them. We watched with pride as they pursued their dreams and made their own positive impacts on the world. Laura and I grew old together, cherishing every moment. We looked back on our journey with no regrets, knowing we had made the most of every opportunity and overcome every challenge with grace and determination. Our legacy was one of love, resilience, and giving back. We hoped that our story would inspire others to believe in the power of second chances and the importance of supporting one another. Life is in VDA always easy, but with love and determination, anything is possible. Our journey was a testament to the fact that ITVDATM's never too late to change, to heal, and to create a life you've are proud of. We left behind a legacy that our children and community could carry forward, continuing to spread love and positivity. As I write this final chapter, IVDJTMDM filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the journey, for the lessons learned, and for the love that surrounded me. My life was MVDG, TMT perfect, but it was mine and I lived it to the fullest. To anyone reading this, know that you have the power to change your life. No matter how dark things may seem, there is always hope. Believe in yourself, surround yourself with positive influences, and never give up. The best revenge is living a good life, and ITDJTFG is never too late to start. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. I hope it has offered some insight, inspiration, and hope. Remember, we all have the power to change, to heal, and to create a brighter future. Life is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the ups and downs, learn from your experiences, and never stop striving for a better tomorrow.